Namaste dear students. Today I am going to take the power amplifier chapter. See, what is the use of power amplifier? Power amplification. What do you mean by power amplification, voltage amplification? These are all things already discussed in the initial stages of this chapter. See, there are two types of amplifiers. One is used to increase the voltage level, and these amplifiers are known as small signal amplifiers, and such type of amplifiers are known voltage amplifiers. See, these amplifiers are generally used in the initial stages of transmitters or at the initial stages of signal recovery. See, the signal produced after the microphone is of very small, and they may carry a large amount of the enough amount of noises. So, to recover the signal from that noise, you have to increase the signal strength. Okay, you have to increase the voltage level of the signal generated. So, such cases small signal amplifiers are used. What do you mean by small signal amplifier? Its Q point value, its input signal applied is very much less than the Q point values of the transistor. So, such type of amplifiers are known as small signal amplifiers. So, generally they considered as voltage amplifiers. Whereas, in the case of power amplifier, these amplifiers are mainly used to deliver the highest or maximum power to be delivered at the load. Okay, now the designed to deliver maximum power at the load, and its function is these signals are generally known as power amplifiers, also large signal amplifiers. Okay, see, in large signal amplifiers, its intention is to deliver maximum power at the load, and it is used at the last stages of transmission, signal transmission, or any other cases like in micro carbon radio CRT tubes. It is used at the last stages. Okay, and the working principle behind power amplifier is actually the power amplifier utilizes DC power from the DC power supply and converts it into AC power and finally delivers to the load. Okay. So, this system utilizes DC power. So, this is DC to AC power converter. The system is DC to AC power converter. Okay. So, power amplifier generally absorbs DC power from the power supply. DC power ಅನ್ನು ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ದಿ AC ಪವರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಪವರ್ ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈರ್ ನ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಇರೋದು ಇರಲಿ. ಸೊ DC ಟು AC ಪವರ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಟರ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಪವರ್ ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಪವರ್ ಈಸ್ DC and output power is AC, you can define efficiency as efficiency of power amplifier eta equal to AC power delivered to the load AC power delivered to the load to the DC input power. So this is equal to P out AC divided by P in DC into 100%. See, usually efficiency is expressed in percentage, so into 100%. Efficiency eta equal to P out AC divided by P in DC into 100. Now, what is the difference between power amplifier and voltage amplifier? Voltage amplifier ಮತ್ತು power amplifier difference ಏನು? ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈರ್, ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈರ್, and these amplifiers are generally used to achieve highest voltage gain. Okay, it is to increase the voltage level of the input signal, whereas power amplifiers are generally considered as large signal amplifiers, and its function is to deliver is to generate large power to give the large power to the input signal, to increase this, to strengthen the power level of the input signal. Okay. Next thing is about different types of classification or different types of power amplifiers. Different types of classification of power amplifier. This is very, very important. Classification of power amplifier. Classification of power amplifier. First one, class A amplifier. Class A amplifier. Okay. So actually there are 4 types of power amplifiers. Class A amplifier, first one. Class B amplifier, second one, write it here. Class B amplifier. Third one, class C. Class AB amplifier. And fourth one, class C power amplifier. Class A, class AB, class A, class B, class C, class AB power amplifier. And this classification is based on the location of the Q point at the DC load line. DC load line alli Q point ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು. Okay, let us see how the Q point is located at the DC load line and how the output signal is achieved, how output signal is obtained at the output terminal. Okay, class A amplifier. In this section, Q point is located at the center of DC load line, at the center of DC load line. So it conducts for 360 degree. So the conduction angle is 360 degree. Conduction angle is 360 degree. So it conducts for every half cycle. Positive half cycle, negative half cycle. ಎರಡು cycle ಕೂಡ output signal ಇದೆ. There exists output signal for every half cycle, positive and negative half cycle. So you will get a full cycle in the class A amplifier. Its output voltage pattern is like this. See, first I have to draw the input signal like this. Okay, and this is the input signal. Next this is output signal. In output signal also you are getting the actually inverted image, but I will draw the full diagram. See, this is output signal. This is output signal. Okay, 0, Vi plus Vi minus Vi plus V0 minus V0, 0. You get full conduction angle. Full conduction 0, 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree, 360 degree. Full cycle ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. Full cycle ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. Therefore, efficiency of class A amplifier is very, very poor. It conducts for every cycle. It utilizes DC power much and delivers low power to the load. Okay. So class A amplifier alli power efficiency is very, very poor. It is about 30%, 20 to 30% ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. So you can't achieve the highest power gain in class A amplifier because Q point is located at the center of DC load. Next, class B. In this type of amplifier, Q point is at cutoff region. Is at cutoff region, and its conduction angle is 180 degree. Its conduction angle is 180 degree. It conducts only for positive half cycle and negative half cycle is absent because one cycle is clipped off due to the cutoff point. So the signal section is like this. This is input signal. Okay, Vm plus Vi minus Vi, and this is the output signal. So here we have only positive half cycles. Negative half cycle is absent like this. Conducts only during the positive half cycle of the input signal. So, this is the output, and in this type efficiency is comparatively increased because it utilizes a small amount of DC energy only during the positive cycles. A rest cycle, rest times, it utilizes less power, less DC power. So, its efficiency is very much high, more than 70%. It lies between 70 to 80%, and there may be some distortion. There is some distortion due to this transition. See, from positive to negative transition, there may be some distortion, and here distortion is very less. You are getting clean signal, but its efficiency is poor. You cannot use as a power amplifier. But here distortion is more, but its power efficiency is very high, very high. Okay, and class AB amplifier. In this type, Q point is between center of DC load line, and cutoff region, and cutoff. See, in class AB amplifier, Q point is located in between a center of DC load line and cutoff point. So, in between they locate the Q point, and its conduction angle is, can you tell me, conduction angle is above 180 degree. It conducts more compared to class B. So, conduction lies between 180 degree. 180 degree, 180 degree to, how much I can say, this is less than 360, complete 360 degree is not achieved. Okay, less than 360 degree, above 180 degree. Okay, angle is between 180 degree and 360 degree, that much I can say. So, its output signal is like this. This is input signal, and its output signal is like this. See, you will get a portion like this, and negative half cycle is clipped off like this. Okay, and negative portion is clipped off here, and once again like this. A portion is clipped here like this. This is actually having full positive half cycle and a portion of negative half cycle. Therefore, conduction angle is in between 180 degree and 360 degree. Okay. Last one is, so what about power efficiency of class AB amplifier? Here also distortion is more. Since conduction angle is more compared to class B amplifier, efficiency is reduced here. Class AB power efficiency is reduced. Okay, maybe around above 30% and below 70% like. Next, class C amplifier, this Q point is located below x axis or below cutoff region. Okay, so what about conduction angle? Cutoff point ಗಿಂತಲೂ ಕೆಳಗೆ class C power amplifier ನ Q point ಇರ್ತದೆ, and conduction angle ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿದ್ರೆ less than 180 degree. Conduction angle is less than 180 degree. ಹೇಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ? ಸೊ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸಿ ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀತೇನೆ ನಾನು. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸಿ ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈರ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ okay, this is input signal. Okay, it conducts only a portion of output signal at the here only portion of output signal is appeared. And like this. Only a portion of positive half cycle is available at the output signal. It looks like a pulses. It looks like pulses at the output load. See, this is output, this is input signal. Okay. So, its conduction angle is less than 180 degree. Therefore, this type of power amplifier gives highest power efficiency, because its conduction angle is very less. It utilizes few DC power from the lower DC power from the power supply and converts AC power. Okay, highest power can be delivered at this type of amplifier. Okay, so its efficiency is above 80%, above 80%. Okay. Now, this is very important. Classify the power amplifiers. Leave the classification of power amplifier. Class A, center of DC load line, power efficiency is poor. Class B, Q point located at the cutoff region, conduction angle is 180 degree, distortion is poor, but efficiency is very high. Class AB, Q point is located between center of DC load line and cutoff region, so conduction angle is above 180 degree. Next, its efficiency is poor. Class C, Q point is located below x axis, it conducts only for the portion of input signal, so conduction angle is less than 180 degree, its power efficiency is very. ನೋಡಿ ಒಂದು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರು, ಕಂಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ದಷ್ಟು ಎಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. ಕಂಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಎಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಡಿ ಸಿ ಪವರ್ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದಿ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬಿ ಪುಷ್ ಪುಲ್ ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈಯರ್. Class B push pull amplifier. Class B push pull amplifier. Push pull amplifier. Say, this amplifier is mainly used in speaker circuits, micro amplifier speaker at the stage of speaker circuit. Okay, Class B amplifier has the efficiency of 70 to 80%, and Q point is located at the cutoff region. It conducts only one half cycle, positive half cycle it will be. Okay, the circuit diagram of Class B push pull amplifier is like this. VCC Q1 Q2 transistor Q1, this is transistor Q2 plus V1, V in, V out, this is V out, T1 T2, T1 T2, this is ground terminal Q1 Q2. Okay. See, this is the simple class B push pull power amplifier. It consists of two transistors Q1 and Q2, two identical transistors I have to mention here, but ideally it is possible, but practically ideal transistors, two identical transistors cannot be generated. There may be some difference. Okay, anyhow, these two base terminals are connected with the secondary of a transformer T1. This is transformer T1. Input signal is applied at the primary of the transformer T1, and the secondary acts as phase splitter. There are two voltages generated at the secondary of the transformer T1. See, equal and opposite voltages are generated here. This is plus V1 and this is minus V1. Okay, V1, like this. Like that, voltage is generated at the second of transformer T2. Now, this power supply is used to bias the emitter base junction at the required region. This power supply is used to bias the transistor at the cutoff region. That is very, very important, because in class B amplifier, Q point is located at the cutoff region, and this power supply helps us to locate the Q point near cutoff region, at the cutoff region. And once again, another transformer T2 is used, where the primary is connected between two collectors of the two transistors, and secondary of the transformer is connected to the speaker. Okay. Now, working of this circuit, during positive half cycle of AC input signal, these two transistors Q1 and Q2 are biased at the cutoff region. So, during positive half cycle, the voltage is developed across secondary of the transformer. There are two voltages developed, that will be V1. This is positive V1 and this is minus V1. So, this positive terminal at the base forward biases emitter base junction of the transistor Q1. At the same time, the negative voltage, okay, this is plus minus, right, this like this. Okay, this is negative voltage. So, this negative voltage at the base of transistor Q2 reverse bias. This is forward bias at the initial positive half cycle. This is reverse bias Q2. Therefore, Q1 conducts, whereas Q2 do not conduct. Okay. Therefore, voltage developed at the collector current flows at the transistor Q1, whereas no collector current flows at the transistor Q2. But because of this current follows the input signal. There is a variation in input signal. Therefore, IC also varies according to the input signal. Voltage is developed across the secondary of transformer T2. It is transferred to the speaker terminals. Okay. So, during positive half cycle, upper half winding gives positive voltage, therefore Q1 turns on, whereas and conducts, whereas lower half winding gives negative voltage, therefore Q2 turns off. Q2 turns off and do not conduct. Q2 conduct agudilla. Okay, but due to the moment of collector current of transistor Q1, you will get output voltage. Next, during negative half cycle, sari opposite now picture annu kodbeku. During negative half cycle, of AC input signal, see, upper half winding gives negative voltage. This will be negative now, and this will be positive voltage. V1 is positive. This upper half winding is negative. This is positive. So Q1 now turns off. Q2 turns on. Q2 will be on. This will be off. Now collector current moves in the second transistor. So you will get output voltage. So there will be the secondary voltage. Therefore, for both the half cycles, you will get output voltage because of this phase splitter. Instead of a transistor, a simple transformer is used, you won't get two half cycles here. Okay. Therefore, this is push-pull amplifier. Push-pull amplifier. You will get both the half cycles. Okay. So its power efficiency is eta equal to P out AC divided by P in DC into 100. This is its power efficiency. Now, there is one problem. That problem is crossover distortion. So what is crossover distortion? See, to forward bias emitter base junction of any transistor, it requires 0.32 volt of input voltage or 0.6 volt, 0.7 volt for silicon transistor. VBE ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು 0.7 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 0.3 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಜರ್ಮೇನಿಯಂ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ಪುಟಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದು ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಬಯಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕಂಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾನು ಇದರ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಈಗ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ the graph of output voltage, see up to 0.7 volt you won't have any output signal, and during negative half cycle also up to 0.7, because for this transistor this acts as positive half cycle. During negative half cycle of input signal, this phase splitter gives a positive voltage at the lower half winding. Therefore, this is 0.7 volt or VB level, 0.7 volt level. See, up to here output voltage doesn't exist, and after that it starts conduction, and up to 0.7 volt it conducts, and below 0.7 once again it gets reverse biased. Okay. So up to that level once again you won't get any output signal here. See, from here onwards once again conduction starts. Okay. Next, up to here you don't have any output signal. See, here once again you will get output signal, and you don't have any output, like this. Like this you will get the output signal. Now, from here to here, see, these are the blank regions. And that blank regions occurred due to the crossing of two cycles, so crossing of 0. See, after 180 degree negative half cycle arrives. So between that two regions or that two crossover points, you will see one distortion, and that distortion is known as crossover distortion. The name is crossover distortion. That occurs due to the knee voltage of PN junction in the transistor, that is emitter base junction. Okay, the distortion we call it as crossover distortion. This is very important. You look at you point out the in your notes. Okay. Next, so The next topic is removed from your syllabus, so I won't discuss it in this class. That is class C tuned power amplifier, class C tuned power amplifier. Okay. Next, the comparison of class A, class B and class C power amplifier. See, as usual, I already discussed it in before going to take this class B amplifier, that is class A. How do you compare 4 types of power amplifier? First, according to the Q point, you have to mention it at the center, cutoff, at the middle and below cutoff. Next, distortion. If conduction angle is full, no distortion. If conduction angle is reduced, distortion is increased. Next, efficiency. It is poor, 30% for 20 to 30% for class A, class B has 70 to 80%, class AB has above 30% and below 70%, and class C has above 80%. Okay. So, this ends the power amplifier topic. In next class, I continue with the multi-stage amplifier. Thank you very much.